Eldon Ho. Sounds like an old prostitute name. Anna, how is a cosplayer so hated on Twitter?
All you have to do is type LOL and they will lose their mind.
What is that about?
You don't know?
Oh my
so
gosh.
dramatic Twitter.
So dramatic.
So, okay, so what was it? Kiki Palmer, I guess there's like some fan casting of her as Rogue, and she's like, "Oh, I'd be down." And I saw the
quarterback for the Kiki. No, that's
Well, I tweeted LOL, like I quote tweeted the article, and I just put LOL, and these fuckers lost their goddamn minds, and they're still going at me a week later. But they took my like Rogue cosplay, and they like photoshopped an old lady's face on it, and they're like, "You're too ugly to be Rogue," and I'm like, I never wanted to be Rogue. I cosplayed as her a year ago. But they're losing their minds here. I'll send you a link to something so you can see. It's insane. Like they found out like my dog died. And so they're like, your dog died. Ha ha ha. How's it feel to have a dead dog? And I'm like,
oh, and they're saying that they hope you die, all that stuff. Like they're vicious. It's insane.
Yeah, I put a link in the chat.
Okay, I'm clicking on it. Let's pull this up. Anna, you get a lot of hate online. I think we kind of all do. But I feel like you've been having a turn for a while. Look at the harassment YouTuber that Star Wars girl is receiving from woke Marvel fans today. They're encouraging life ending, sending racist abuse, and taunting her over the recent deaths of her sister and dog. All this for tweeting LOL over an MCU fan cast article. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, so they're race swapping Rogue, basically.
Well, it was a fan casting. So
fan casting. Like somebody said to her in like an interview, like, would you like to play Rogue? And she's like, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I like money. Okay.
I mean,
right? That's easy to answer that. I'm gonna be constructed. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sharon Tate 68. Is this oh God, is this a person with is she a comedian? I see, is she holding a microphone? What is this?
I don't know. Boy.
I don't even care enough to look her up. I'm just
There's actually like one guy who's a comedian and he has a blue check mark, so it shows up in my little verified tab. But he's like the worst comedian ever. Like all of his jokes are just talking shit about white people, and
oh God,
he gets
so
like
tired.
only 20 likes in a week. But
is he white too?
No, he's black, but he jumps on my feed anytime I'm fighting to try to get my clout. And I'm like, it's funny that you talk shit about white people, but you're jumping on, everyone just like whenever there's racist Twitter, I'll say, that goes on and dog piles on people. I'm like, that's all you do. But he's like a terrible comedian. I wanted to send him.
It's very lazy. It's very lazy. If you're a comedian and you're kind of just like it's easier to be racist basically and bag on white people than it is to like write good jokes because it's like it's in vogue right now. Wow, look at all these. So these were all directed at you, Anna. I'm so sick of seeing this. White woman on the timeline. I need her racist ass gone. What does that even mean? Like just press mute or block.
That's the thing is they lose their fucking minds over like the simplest tweets. Like last time they lost their mind because I said Steve Rogers. Like that's it. I literally just typed Steve Rogers and they lost their mind.
Wow. Damn.
They're crazy.
I love when people call you mediocre. Like you mediocre white women have the nerve.
Dude,
meanwhile, I'm sure this person has 10 followers.
Yeah, every time you actually see what they look like too, you need a trigger warning. It's scary. Yeah, it's just like, and they are gonna. It's just total jealousy.
So wait, I don't know if my eyes deceive me, but did I see Tariq Nasheed in one of those screenshots?
See who?
I don't know.
Tariq Nasheed in one of the screenshots, like one of the first ones.
Oh, let me go back.
Yeah, right there at the bottom, right? Why are they posting Tariq Nasheed? Do you guys want to hear one of his rap lyrics? I have them pulled up right here. Because I interviewed Turkey Tom, who made a video on Tariq Nasheed. It was actually very interesting, the video, and also the interview. But here are some lyrics from Tariq Nasheed. That all the fellas gonna be bailing because your cootie get smelling. I see you want to get a cootie catter, but I think I'll pass. N-word. What'll make a motherfucker want to smell yo ass? N-word. Yo Kuda cat are really smelling mad, and that's for real. N-word. Those are real lyrics from his song he made.
So that makes sense because so they get on like insult hype. So it'll be this insult for like a few hours, then they'll switch to like this insult. So for like 2 days, it was my dead dog. The next day, it was how old and ugly I am. And so then they started saying like, I have a musty like pussy.
Did they talk to what's his
Yeah,
face?
they're no. That's the thing, Anna. He's obsessed. He has a song a whole album actually called "Wash Yo Ass." They have this like fixation of like with people washing they ass, and I think it's because maybe like within these communities that maybe that's like a problem. Even my own mom, my Black mother, would talk about washing yo ass. It's a real
heard
thing.
about the ass washing epidemic in the Black community.
He like, for example, he has these. He was the person that kind of popularized being a PUA, surprisingly, which I didn't know until I had watched the Turkey Tom video. So, for example, he says in his book, he used to go by K-Flex. He says, here are some red flags with women. And he says, if she's 8 months pregnant and still going to the club, if she has teeth missing, if her stomach too big to be exposed and it's exposed. And then he goes on to say, if her home, and by the way, this is the number one. If her home has that fried chicken and urine smell, and then he goes on to say, if she has on an ankle bracelet because she's on house arrest. So he's saying these are red flags.
Clever and funny?
No, he's dead ass. He's actually being serious.
And you can say dead ass because you're partially Black, Venti. You know that white people can't say dead ass anymore.
Can white people
you can say it if you're
that
New
all
Yorker.
of a sudden?
No, it's a microaggression. It's not allowed. It's not our word.
I can't keep up.
Tariq is the buck that got away. Hashtag buck breaking.
That's the thing is all these like haters on Twitter and stuff, like all those people, Star Wars girl, that are like on your case and stuff. Almost every time what it is it's either like a bunch of 14-year-olds who are bored, or it's like 25-year-olds who are working on who have rich parents who are working on their like third or second degree.
It always is
and not working.
iPhone, and they're all kids that don't pay for the iPhone. They're all just
tweeting. Either that or there's these privileged kids who are working on their PhD or master's degree or whatever it is. Yeah.
That's the woman that's calling me ugly.
Oh God.
What?
Just hit him with the wash your
every time. Every time. That's what's now she's definitely
funny, and I just monetize the shit out of it.
Yeah.
She just looks like an old Karen who has nothing better to do.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
She looks like she's tripping on acid like at a pumpkin patch.
I am getting white trash vibes out of this.
She's the mom that lets you know how many allergies he has before
Yes. This is Munchausen mom right here.
Yeah.
Definitely Reddit user.
Low N nuts.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anna, you're sending me more and more of these links. Like it never stops. These people love to hate on you.
Like, usually I'll quote tweet them and fight with them for a bit just because it's funny to watch them lose their minds. But this time I didn't do it because I was out of town and I was like, I don't have time to do this right now. But
I wish your mom swallowed your cunt ass. Bitch, go fuck off. Seriously, the fact you encourage casual racism is disgusting. Almost as disgusting as your pussy. Fishy and smelly. I hate you and whatever crackerjack parents raised your musty ass. First of all, I think casual racism is better than formal racism or outright severe racism.
There's no commitment in it, right?
Yeah. Casual is always better.
I mean, at that rate, can there be drunk racism? It's like, I'm normally not racist, but when I get drunk, I get a little,
Yeah.
Can we put it under that category?
Wow. These insults are so uncreative, and that's why, like what you said, they're all like either very uneducated or just young, and have nothing but
or
time
they're
and
too
internet.
educated to where they're actually stupid. That's the thing. That's the thing where people are like, we're stay in college for so many years that they've got their heads so far up their own butts that they don't know what the real world is like, and they haven't
Yep.
actually experienced the what real life is like. They haven't worked a job, they haven't paid bills, they don't know crap because all they do is sit on the internet or are in college being indoctrinated by some crazy teacher.
Hold on, Anna. Did someone find a picture of you at your sister's funeral? Is that what this is?
No,
Oh my God! So
Oh.
this is just someone that.
that's just some.
s-
Well, and
Oh
it's not even
God!
talking about my sister. They stalk my Twitter feed to find stuff to like get under my skin. So my family pug, who was like almost 15 years old, she passed away last summer, and my mom didn't tell me until a few months ago. Because I don't go home very often.
Right.
But so she didn't tell me because she didn't want to tell me that the dog died. And so I think I must have tweeted about it months ago. And so they found that tweet from months ago and they're like, ha ha ha, your dog died. I'm like, she was like 15 and was battling puppy cancer for a while. Like it's fine. Like she's not in pain anymore. She's in puppy heaven.
Anna, we know she died from your casual racism.
Oh
It's
my
okay.
God. It's just
It would have prevented that. I think
Dude,
it's,
and why would
It's
you
your
laugh
opinion.
about someone's dog dying? Like literally Hitler's dog could die and I'd be sad that the dog died. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this guy, Chrissy, this guy is a comedian. He's
Oh, Lord.
obsessed with me. Like anytime anything happens,
Sounds
he has to
hilarious.
comment about how I'm racist. And I'm like, he never gets any interaction on Twitter,
Wow.
even though he's got a blue check mark. And
Yeah.
he's got like 90,000 followers, no interaction at all. So I think most of them are bot. But if you go on his like link tree, you can find his like Instagram. And I tried watching some of his stand up and it's so bad. I put a
my
link in so
God.
you can see it.
He has
Oh,
100 more Twitter followers than me, so I'm feeling competitive already.
Anna, I don't know how you don't cry yourself to sleep at night. You know,
I know.
you're a pussy who has veiled racism and apparently a stank ass pussy or whatever. I personally would cry myself to sleep every night if strangers on the internet told me that. Very deep, hurtful.
Oh,
Or
wow.
that like a full grown man is saying this to a woman he doesn't know on the internet. Totally Chad right there, right?
Big balls on him.
I'm trying.
Imagine that's your boyfriend doing that.
I know. What would you do if you're dating a guy and it's like, what are you doing, babe? It's like, I'm telling
Oh,
this
no.
one chick I don't know on Twitter she's a pussy.
There's no way. Dating a guy who's constantly quote tweeting women on the internet to try to bicker and start little like cat fights. No, thank you. That is
Red
feminine
flag.
energy if I've ever seen it.